There are a lot of kind of places that I want to go, states to speak on today. You might be, whiplashed a little bit from, love, joy, celebration. That's what this event is all about. So let's hear it for that. And also a little bit funny, we gotta laugh about it sometimes. And some things that are pretty serious and pretty urgent at the moment that are happening in the country right now that I want to address too. But first, I want to celebrate that this is the first nationally produced event I've ever done, Dance and Raw. I could not have done it without Tanmaya being the gallery director. Over here. Made sure that this would happen, even in the face of some kind of last-minute mix-ups. On that topic, just forgive any bumps in the road, because if any of you know anything, we've kind of thrown it together in the past couple weeks and made it happen, and I'm so proud of how it turned out. And give a round of applause to yourself, because I'm so happy that you're here. About a year ago, I was kind of ready to give up on myself. Boo, we hate that. But this show and this event really turned that around for me. It was like a really bright light at the end of the tunnel. I am non-binary, and I was really considering I don't know, is this what I want to do, want to be? Is this who I am? Did I make the right choice by, letting people know that was who I was? And a year later, I can say that I did. Yes. So I was thinking about, I don't know, should I do art anymore? Should I exist and take up space in my identity? These are all things that I was really considering. And like I said, this kind of light at the end of the tunnel, something to do, something to work towards, and something to create for is really what brought me back. And, I would say that to anyone kind of struggling with that right now, the best thing that you can do is surround yourself with community. So everyone here, if you don't know each other, please introduce yourselves to one another. Please introduce yourselves with your pronouns. My name is Laylo. My pronouns are they, them. And if you guys, do the same, I hope you leave here with more friends than you came with. So like I was saying, about the exhibition, a lot has kind of gone on with that. But I'm really glad that we were still able to make something happen with the exhibition. That is taking place at the Terman Gallery, and there's going to be someone escorting people to and back for the next little bit. We're going to get into the show here pretty soon. But if anyone wants to go see some art, that will also be open until 7 p.m. Some national artists are part of that show. It celebrates graphic arts, which are comics, storyboarding, illustration, and animation. Artists that have worked with Marvel and DC are included in that show, along with an artist that has worked with Ariana Grande. So it really is a gigantic, awesome deal, and I'm really excited that it's over there.
And your work is in it.
My work's in there. I'm really thrilled that is up right now. I also just want to address, like I said, what is just going on with the world. I think that a lot of people here came in kind of already knowing. I, don't feel the most tremendous need to preach to the choir, but, for people who are here to support their friends or support their family, I do think it's important for me to just talk about that at least a little bit so that y'all know how you can help and what is actually going on. I want to emphasize that there's so much happening that it's actually pretty chaotic for trans and queer people to kind of try, to explain to you or catch you up on. That can be really tiring because the news is hitting us the same time as it's hitting you. And a lot of the news threatens our safety, so our mind is often elsewhere. So I do encourage people who don't know, please do your research about what's going on. Attacks on our restroom use, sports participation, healthcare access, and pronouns are not expressions of genuine concern, but rather a clear and calculated effort to push us out of public and civil life. All sorts of things are being attacked, all sorts of rights are being removed. Children's access to gender-affirming care, the importance of gender-affirming care. In terms of who actually uses this, it's often kids who are, on the brink of suicide, and people who desperately need this care. A lot of times it's not just someone who's like, I feel like a girl today, I'm gonna just change my whole anatomy. So it's also overwhelmingly in the majority of straight people and cis people who are accessing gender-affirming care. If we all know about Joe Rogan, he is on testosterone, and there are so many other people who need this, people who have, thyroid problems who need this. I know someone whose mom is now on estrogen because she has to be. And if we remove gender-affirming care, it affects a lot more people than just us, but also you should care that it affects us. There are a lot of service members, 15,000, who are on the chopping block in terms of whether they are able to continue to serve. Project 2025 aims to make drag illegal in one way or another. The first book burning in the Holocaust happened at the first ever trans and queer doctor who performed, these surgeries. One of the first actions that the White House took was to pass a ban on transgender women and girls participating in women's sports. I swear that this is just deployed to get me to care about sports, because I really don't, but I do care about this, and I care about people's rights. We are being scapegoated, we've seen this before, and I believe that we are smarter than this. I also believe that human rights are not political. So gender non-conforming people, we've always been here. In Native American cultures, they call it two-spirit, having both a male, female within you, and being able to express both those parts of yourself. And countless other cultures have this as well. Luckily, executive orders are not law, meaning, we have a chance and we do have to fight. We have to point out that just because there is an executive order, that does not necessarily equate to law, and those things can be easily challenged in court. The best way around this is to organize a gathering, an event, a party like this one. These are one of the many ways that we can resist and show the world that we won't be embarrassed, mocked, shut down, or silenced. What I learned through this exhibition in terms of certain, words we weren't allowed to use really, is that once you don't name names, and once you don't say what you mean, the celebration dies. And so please, if you are what you are, if you found a word that you feel like describes you, tell people that's what you are. Never let someone tell you what you can and cannot say, because if this is the freedom of speech era of this country, then we need to be able to say exactly who we are.
Yes.
Amen.
So, like I said, I want to thank quite a few people. I want to thank Tanmaya, Katie, Darcy, who's in the room over here. I'm calling them the Sams. Thank you to both of you for kind of spreading the word about this event. One of them is going to be performing. The other is going to be escorting people there and back. So if you're in doubt about your escort name to the exhibition, it's Sam. I'm also thankful to my partner, Ave, who's going to be performing tonight. And thank you to my parents for coming as well. My roommate and best friend, Kato. And the last thing that I want to end with is a poem. There's going to be a couple poems tonight. First, they came for the communists, and I did not speak out because I was not a communist. Then they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for trade unionists, and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak out for me. Are you going to speak out?
Yeah!
Please do, because we need it right now. I want to announce our cast as well. We've got a fantastic DJ, DJ Tang. Is involved in so much around the community. In her professional career, she works empowering students and young professionals. The Indianapolis Urban League, an affiliate of the historic National Urban League, is committed to advancing civil rights and economic empowerment for underserved communities. Beyond her work in education, she is a DJ and curator based here in the Midwest. Her sets blend a wide range of genres, including Afrobeat, funk, and more, making her a very, very versatile on the music scene. And her performances are a reflection of her love for sound and culture, with each set designed to create memorable experiences for her audience. We have got Laura Labella, who is going to perform. She is a drag artist from Terre Haute, and a diverse one at that. She's a show director and a host, and the mother of the house of Labella. Also, the Magic Man is the prodigy of Allura, and they are Terre Haute drag kings. They bring the wow factor to every stage and performance, and they are the show director in Greencastle, Indiana. We also got a few impromptu performances that we're going to start with tonight. The first one is going to be from Exilio. After that, we will have a poetry reading from Mason. And then we are going to have another drag performance by a performer named Lime. After that, we'll get started with everyone who you guys have seen on the flyers. And I can't wait. We're going to have about a little 5-minute prep episode, play some music, feel free to dance. If you're confused, this is the dance floor. And intermission, there's some pizza over here, there's some water over there, and back behind this table, there's a glam table for you to get all dressed up if you're not. You definitely should. And there are dance and draw stations around the perimeter of the room with paper for you all to draw on. So 5 minutes, run around, get what you need, go to the bathroom, grab some water, and we'll get the tunes bumping again.